Hello, my name is Blake Leapart and I am the president of the USC Aiken Alumni Association, and it is my extreme honor to represent over 20,000 alumni of the University of South Carolina, Aiken. Our graduates are ambassadors to the university all over the city of Aiken, the state of South Carolina, the country, and even across the globe. The contributions of our alumni and their communities are making a difference everywhere. On this inaugural Pacer Day, I'm proud to welcome members of the class of 2020 to our growing alumni family. Each graduate has accomplished a great deal during their time on campus, and I believe they've each grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. Every student deserves to be recognized for their achievements. However, one among you stands out as determined by the USC Aiken faculty, and that is our Outstanding Senior Student. The Outstanding Senior Student Award recognizes a student who embodies the qualities of leadership, scholarship, and achievement. Kelsey Spurlin is a superstar all over campus, including the classroom and on the volleyball court. From the day she arrived on campus, Kelsey has graciously faced every challenge, taken on every opponent, and served as an inspiring leader. One person who met this secondary education major as part of the Teaching Fellows program said she is absolutely amazing. A faculty member described her as academically gifted, ambitious, selfless, and committed to her profession. Let me just list a couple points from her impressive bio. She was part of the USC Aiken Teaching Fellows program, which is the most prestigious pre-service educator recruitment program in the state. She served as a Chancellor Ambassador, a pace setter, an orientation leader, and in numerous organizations and community outreach programs. Kelsey traveled to Washington, D.C. to participate in the American Association of Colleges for Teacher Education Annual Hill Day. This is where educators meet with their state representatives to lobby for educational change. She also presented at the South Carolina Association of Middle-Level Educators Annual Conference. But that's not all. On the volleyball court, this student athlete earned several Peach Belt Conference accolades. She and her fellow Pacers won the Peach Belt Conference Championship 3 out of the last 4 years, made the NCAA tournament 4 years in a row, and finished in the Elite Eight once and the Sweet 16 twice. All this, and she's been on the president's list throughout her entire time on campus. After graduation, Kelsey will begin her teaching career at Aiken High School, where she will also coach the junior varsity volleyball team. She is a real go-getter and was recently inducted into the Dr. Robert E. Alexander Hall of Fame. Kelsey is a model student that embodies the principles of intelligence, a thirst for knowledge, hard work, and service. We are very proud of Kelsey and her achievements. So congratulations, Kelsey, on being the Outstanding Senior Award.
Class of 2020, we made it. And what a ride it has been. I will do my best to keep this quick, but like most of you, I could go on forever about my time at USC Aiken. I've learned a lot over the last 4 years, of course academically speaking, but also just a lot about life and how life is full of decisions. I'm a small town girl from Gaffney, South Carolina. Home to me was Friday night football, the Peach Water Tower, and the Yellow Mall. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just make one trip to Gaffney and that will all make sense. I made the first of many decisions 4 years ago when I decided to drive 2.5 hours away from the place that I've always known and loved to pursue an athletic and academic career in Aiken, South Carolina. Aiken, a place that I had never heard of, a place I'd never been before, and a place that I knew no one. To say that I've had a unique college experience since then is kind of an understatement. Just to give you guys a brief rundown, here's some of my most eventful times. I came to campus with 2 broken ankles riding a knee scooter after attempting to prepare a little too hard for volleyball season. Was found unconscious in my dorm and was later diagnosed with a heart condition that led to an ablation heart surgery over Christmas break of my freshman year. I had a tonsillectomy. I had a heart monitor surgically implanted into my chest. I earned myself an overnight stay in ICU during that heart surgery because of an allergic reaction. I had an allergic reaction while working summer orientation. Sorry about that, pace setters. And I was forced to miss the first 13 games of my senior volleyball season due to my heart condition. I have faced a lot of adversity during my time at USC Aiken. It's been during these past 4 years that I've had to make more decisions than ever before. I've been told multiple times by a countless number of people to slow down, to give up some of the things that I love, that I would never be able to do a lot of the things that I've done. There were many times during my volleyball career that I was encouraged, if not blatantly asked, to quit the sport of volleyball. There were times where I felt so bad that the paper that I know I needed to write really shouldn't have been finished, but I pushed through and finished it anyway. There were times where I was up at 7 a.m. for workouts, and I was going to class and going to practice and doing my homework and attending meetings, and if I found my bed by midnight, I considered that a success. I'm sure that many of you can relate to this. College has been hard. Life has been hard. And we are living in the middle of a global-wide pandemic right now, and that is hard. Class of 2020, we have a lot of decisions to make now. If you hear nothing else that I say in this speech, just please hear this. Make the decision every day to follow God, love one another, and never give up. That's the way I've gotten through everything that life has thrown at me. Believing that the circumstances that I've came to in my life just simply describe me. They could never define me. Class of 2020, be relentless in pursuit of your dreams, and don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. However, you have to make the conscious decision to surround yourself with like-minded people in order to do that. It is because of the people that I've met at this university that the voices telling me that I can't were silenced. I found new voices of support in every niche of this university. This is why I'm so grateful for the decision I made as a 17-year-old kid. The decision to attend USC Aiken turned out to be the best decision of my life. I owe many thanks to many different individuals. To start, Coach Cox, Coach Chip, Coach Jim, Coach Allie, Coach Shannon. First of all, I am so sorry for quite honestly being the most stubborn volleyball player you have probably ever had to deal with. I know that I am responsible for a couple gray hairs and maybe some mini heart attacks, but you never let me down. You never gave up on me, and you never let me doubt myself or my ability to overcome anything. Brandon, Clarissa, Nicole, thank you for being the most kind-hearted and knowledgeable athletic trainers. Thank you for always being there for me, and with my health history, that takes some special people. Mr. Herlihy, Mr. Brent Hager, Mr. Tim Hall, and the rest of the athletics department staff, thank you. You support every single athletic team, and the student athletes feel confident in themselves and their craft because of you. Ahmed, Kevin, Christian, Mandy, Miss Becky, and the rest of the Student Life Office staff, thank you. Thank you for taking the chance on the girl that no one knew and allowing her to first be a pace setter. That first job as a pace setter opened so many doors. It allowed me to build connections and relationships with people that I'm going to have in my life forever. Being a Chancellor's Ambassador, being a team leader, and being involved in honor societies have all taught me the value of hard work and how to handle multiple different responsibilities. These opportunities offered by the university have shaped me into the person that I am today. So for that, I thank you. Dr. Beck and Dr. Littner, you both have had such a huge impact on my life. As the Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Beck, I cannot imagine how many students you come in contact with. The level of responsibility that you have probably is enough to make my head spin, yet you took the time to get to know me. How many people can say that they've made some pretty fun memories with their dean? I remember working orientation and you laughing at me every time we went over the top for the education group. We represented USC Aiken together in Washington, D.C. Ultimately, you provide the School of Education with a strong and passionate leadership and you have been a wonderful mentor for me, so thank you. Dr. Littner, I knew from the moment I met you that we were going to get along really well because I saw the value of education that you have. Your leadership as not only my Teaching Fellows instructor, but my academic advisor has kept me on track, and it's allowed me to be where I am today. You go far beyond the call of an advisor and instructor. Thank you for everything that you've done for me over the past 4 years. It's been an honor to learn from you. To all of my professors, there are way too many of you to name. Thank you. Thank you for always being accessible, flexible, and compassionate. That's the thing about USC Aiken. Here we are a family. It's never been professor versus student. It's been professor guiding student and professor in the stands of a student's ball game. Thank you for making learning fun, beneficial, and enjoyable. I know that I'm a better teacher because of the teachers that have taught me. Lastly, to my family, Mom, Dad, Bryce, my college people have only had to deal with me for 4 years, and I know I've put you all through the ringer for the past 21. 2 words come to mind when I think of you three, and that's unconditional love. Even as a kid who had to go to the hospital every 4 weeks from the time I was 4 to 14, you have never stopped loving me and you've never stopped supporting me. You've never made me feel like I was any different or that I couldn't do anything that I set my mind to. To my new family, Kurt and Robin, thank you so much for taking me in and loving me as one of your own. From the weekly night dinners to driving across states to watch me play volleyball, you have never stopped supporting me, and you've really made this transition very easy. To my husband, thank you for that first game of horse while we were working summer orientation. Thank you for never stopping trying to beat me in ping pong, even though you're not very successful. And thank you for being my better half. I know that USC Aiken holds a special place in my heart because it brought me to you. Like I said before, I've learned a lot from this university. Life is full of challenges, but with the right decision making, the right mindset, and the right people around you, you can do anything. One thing that I know for sure is that the class of 2020 is tough. I cannot wait to see the changes that we're all going to make in the world. It has been an honor to be named the outstanding senior student, but to be honest, I'm just a senior at an outstanding university. Thank you so much. Go Pacers.